Shut up and sit down.
What is the story, Internet? Hope everyone is having a wonderful Friday. Hope you're all ready for a wonderful weekend of football. So I want to jump in and talk about the one Premier League match that is happening this weekend, and then I'm going to jump into the FA Cup, and then there's some relatively big Bundesliga matches that are coming up, and there's one Serie A match that I want to point out. So let's just jump right into it. So the first match is Aston Villa versus Newcastle. So Aston Villa will be looking to come back from their defeat to Manchester City. Newcastle will be looking to come back from, who did they lose to? Their loss to Arsenal, their 3-0 loss. So they'll be looking for some revenge. Both teams will be looking for some revenge. Aston Villa have dropped into the bottom half of the table. However, they do have 3 games in hand. So if they won all 3 games, that would put them firmly into third. So that's not too bad. So, but they have to get through Newcastle first. So I think they're going to. Newcastle haven't looked very good the last couple of weeks. Steve Bruce said he was going to shake things up and just hasn't. I mean, in the last 5 matches, they've had 4 losses and a draw. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. But then again, Aston Villa have had 2 wins, 2 losses and a draw. So, but I think Aston Villa are going to do this. So moving on to the one Serie A fixture that I mentioned earlier. It's not even a hugely integral match. It's first against 6th. However, I think it's going to be thoroughly entertaining. Is AC Milan versus Atalanta. I think both teams will go for it. Atalanta aren't as big a threat as they were last season. However, they still have the potential to score goals with the likes of Alejandro Gomez. Will returning star Mario Mandzukic kick on for AC Milan? We'll have to see. Maybe him and Ibra up front, the 2 old boys. So yeah, I think that's going to be very interesting. AC Milan have been doing incredibly, and I think Atalanta will find it quite difficult. So moving on to the big matches in the Bundesliga. So there's 2 that I really want to point out. So the first one I'm going to point out is 3rd against 5th, which is Leverkusen versus Wolfsburg. Leverkusen are 3 points ahead of Wolfsburg, so this is a proper 6-pointer. If Leverkusen win, they'll be 6 points clear of them. If they lose, they'll be level on points, and if they draw, it'll be where they are right now. And then in the other big match is Dortmund versus Mönchengladbach, and Mönchengladbach is 1 point behind Dortmund, even though they're in 7th. So quite a big match. And so if Mönchengladbach win, that would put them firmly into 4th. If Dortmund win, then that would put them, it might keep them in 4th. It depends on Leverkusen's result, in all honesty. So some big matches at the top, really, if you consider where teams are. And then if you look at the other teams that are playing, Leipzig, Union Berlin and Frankfurt, they've got some relatively easy matches. Bayern Munich as well, they've got Schalke, who are bottom of the table. So yeah, I think the table could get shaken up a little bit, we'll see. And then moving on to the big part of the weekend. So the FA Cup. So we've got Southampton versus Arsenal. That is on Saturday. Or an all Premier League affair. I'm just trying to see if there's any other really big ones. Fulham against Burnley, another all Premier League affair. Obviously, we'll be looking out for the likes of Chorley and Blackpool and teams like that, Cheltenham, who made shock advances into the next round. But the big one, proper big one, is Manchester United versus Liverpool again. So, as we saw, both teams played each other last weekend. This is going to be at Old Trafford rather than at Anfield. And Liverpool have not been playing well recently, and they're coming off, I don't want to be awful, but it is a shock defeat to Burnley. So they'll want to get immediate revenge, and who better to get revenge against than Manchester United, the old enemy. So Manchester United have to be very careful not to get cocky, because we won midweek. So I have to be very careful not to get complacent and not to just fools rush in and just jump in front of the bus. So I don't think they're going to do that. Ole seems to have them quite level-headed. So, it's still a big match. And, there can't be a draw. Or if there can be a draw in this one, then they'll have to play each other again, and then there will eventually be a winner. It can't end up like last Sunday, where there was a draw. So it's going to be interesting to see. Maybe my bias is shining through a little bit, but I think that Manchester United are going to win this one. We rested Rashford. I think Donny van de Beek is going to play a part, and I could also see Cavani playing quite a big part. So I think they'll help us spur on to victory, personally. It also depends on the likes of Bruno Fernandes and Pogba. If we played a Van de Beek, Fernandes, Pogba partnership in midfield, it'd be interesting to see how that would work. We'd have to sacrifice wingers. However, we don't really have a lot of winger options. We were playing strikers at winger. So maybe like a Cavani, Rashford up top, a target man and a playmaker, and have Bruno Fernandes at top, Donny van de Beek and Paul Pogba, and then McTominay might be a good option. So it's good to see that Bailly is touch wood staying fit. I think he's forming quite a big partnership with Harry Maguire. Those are all the big matches that I see this weekend. Might be some I've missed. I didn't check the Eredivisie and I didn't check the SPFL and things like that. But those are the big ones that are sticking out to me anyway. And I will be back with you on Sunday to go through the weekend's matches. There is a match on Monday and there is a match on Tuesday, but unless there's a huge shock result, I will save that until next week's video. I'll be back with you on Sunday to review the weekend's football and just have to see what happens with Manchester United versus Liverpool. So, in the meantime, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend and I hope you enjoy all the football that there is on offer this weekend. And until then, I hope you're all staying safe, keeping out of trouble. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day and ta-ra for now.